One. Hey everyone, Larry McLeod. I want to talk to you about something today that I'm very, very excited about. But first off, as you can see from the URL up there, it says microdifference.com. What is that? Well, I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, I want to share something with you personal about me so you understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, I'm bilingual. I speak both English and Bostonian. So if you have a trouble with that anytime, go to Google Translate and you can see that CAH means automobile. I know you. You know I'm kidding with you. Anyway, what's the micro difference? Well, the opposite of micro would be macro. What do we know about macro? Macro is all those big, huge problems, right? I'll be honest with you, I spent a lifetime worrying about all these huge problems. Hunger and war and pestilence and, lately politics. And here's the conclusion that I came to. I can't do anything about those big problems. I'm not that powerful. I'm just one man. But that's when it occurred to me, micro difference. Micro difference made a huge difference for me. I'll share with you a story. I was in Washington, D.C. watching a personal development speaker, Chicken Soup for the Soul guy. Anyway, so he was telling about a story about a guy that would walk the beach every day. And one day he came across a guy out there on the beach with thousands of starfish all over the beach. He's taking them one at a time, throwing them back into the ocean. So the other guy comes up on him and says, "How can you possibly make a difference? There's thousands of them." He picked up one, threw it in the ocean, and said, "I made a difference to that one." As cliche as that sounds, and it does to me, I had an epiphany. Why don't I just focus on the little things in my life where I could actually make a difference? My family, my friends, my little community. But let me share with you another story. And I promise, guys, I'm only going to take about 5 minutes of your time. I'm going to send you on a journey. I hope that's going to help you. It certainly helped me. But back in 2001, when this really hit home for me, lots of you remember the dot-com bubble burst. I lost everything. I lost my house, my car, my kids, everything. I was left alone with just me and my dog, a man and his dog. My dog, Happy, at the time was about 8 years old. And it's hard to share this, but I ended up homeless. I literally, at that juncture in my life, I realized what a schmuck I've been. Because nobody cared. Because I didn't care. I lived my life inside of me. I was always trying to make the money. But anyway, to make a long story short, I was out there actually panhandling money in front of a store in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I met a woman out there, and she talked to me probably easily. It's got to be easily a half an hour. And I knew when I woke up that morning something weird was going to happen to me. I just felt that I had already been on the street for about 11 months. But this woman started talking to me. And she talked to me and she listened to me and talked to me and listened to me. And she left me with something that still absolutely blows my mind. She said to me, "You owe it to God, mankind, and your children to do more with your life than you're doing." And I walked away from that after she left, and I went behind that store, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried. And I needed that. That was the rally. I started to rally out of that. That's the short story on that. It's much longer than that, believe me. But anyway, so I started to think. I got into a psych ward. I went into a homeless shelter. I went from the homeless shelter to the Y. I got a job. Excuse me. I got a job as a doorman. Of all jobs, highly educated and all that stuff. But anyway, so I got a job as a doorman, and I really started to think about this whole micro difference thing. And how can I make a difference? It doesn't need to be all about the money anymore. How do I find that? So here is the micro difference. And I promised I'd only take about 5 minutes, but I'm already over there. So, a micro difference. Right here. I spent my whole life in here. This is where I thought I needed to be. I was always chasing the money, chasing the money, chasing the money. I had so much collateral damage. It was absolutely stunning. And when I was alone, that was the defining moment. Because on this side, you probably already know where I'm going with this. On this side is making a difference. So I started to, like, most people, the pendulum swings so far the other way, I gotta swing back. I started doing all kinds of things to make a difference. But here's the funny thing that happened. As great as I felt about it, I was making zero. I couldn't pay any bills. I couldn't get up and out. I was still, maybe I was off the street, but I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was still down and out. I needed to find the sweet spot where that all lives. The sweet spot's right in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's right in the middle. Maybe this sounds fundamental to you, but it wasn't to me. I needed to find something that lived in here so that I can feel good about myself. I can make money and help other people make money and actually make a difference in people's lives. That's where I'm coming. At about 6 minutes or so into this, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to send you on a really quick journey, guys. It's going to be, I'm going to send you to a site. You're going to put your email address and your name in here. You're going to go off and you're going to see about 5 or 6 videos. Great videos. Absolutely has the power to change your life. Do not minimize that. Watch the videos. At the least, I guarantee you this, guys, there was no catch here. I'm not going to ask for anything after this. If it changes your life and you want to do more, you're going to get an email from me with all my personal information. Go and watch the videos. The least that's going to come out of that is you're going to have more information. You're going to be a smarter person. Because here's where opportunity lives. I showed you the sweet spot, but here's where most things live, right? An opportunity starts down here and it goes on this wild ride. This opportunity right here, it's the fastest growing industry in the United States today. I'm sorry, in the world. The fastest growing industry in the world. And we are right here. We have only scratched the surface of what's possible in this. This is absolutely amazing. I feel so good about helping people in this. It isn't just about the money anymore. Anyway, so pop over here, your email address and your name, and I promise you, I'm going to send you all my personal information, my personal cell phone number. Call me. Guys, there is no catch here. I can only work with about 10 to 20 people at a whack. You're going to get a website just like this. You'll be able to put your own video in it. I'll even help you make it. This web address will actually have your name on it, .microdifference.com. I'll show you where and how to promote it, and we'll have some fun, and we'll help a lot of people. Anyway, thank you.